Hey there and welcome. My name is Pete and this is the quarterly channel update video for spring 2025. A little early perhaps, but that's because today the channel celebrates its 9th anniversary. Only one more year until the Big 10, but that doesn't make this one any less special. It's the first anniversary I celebrate as a full-time YouTuber, and I hope that many more are waiting for me. Let me take a moment here to say thank you to everyone who's been with me and my channel during this time. Whether you joined all the way back in 2016 or only recently, at the end of the day, you are who I do all of this for. Without you, Pete Complete would not be able to exist, and for that, I want to thank you. During our recent finale of the Rimworld Anomaly series, I saw so many comments from people who mentioned that they have been watching the channel since the days of Cambia, and honestly, that feels so far in the past to me. It's truly surreal to see that a significant part of the audience has stuck around for all this time. Nonetheless, I also want to welcome anyone who only recently discovered the channel. You mean just as much to me. Let's face it, to survive on YouTube you always need to keep growing, so any new pair of eyes on the channel and its videos is more than appreciated. Now, I just mentioned the finale of the Rimworld Anomaly series, and while I am a bit emotional, let's keep that mood going, because boy oh boy what a finale it was. Not only was it the end of yet another Rimworld series on the channel, series number 5 in fact, it was also the culmination of a story arc that began in late 2021 with Rimworld Ideology, took us through Rimworld Biotech, and finally ended after 39 episodes on the Sea Ice, a biome that I always wanted to experience ever since the Cambia days. And I think it's fair to say that we went all out for the finale. Not only did we complete both the Anomaly as well as Ideology's Arco Nexus ending, there's also some brand new merchandise in the Pete Complete shop designed by none other than longtime viewer and fan art contributor Tony Murchison. And finally, the series even got its very own outro music thanks to the German band Graustufe West, who allowed me to use their music in the final episode. All of that added to a grand finale that really felt like the emotional end of a long journey. Some of you wrote to me that they teared up watching it all end, and I'll admit I may have shed a tear too. On top of all that, throughout the entire Anomaly series, you also helped raise money for Polar Bears International. At the time of recording, $6,700 have been raised, and I have decided to keep the fundraiser active for the time being, so that people who stumble upon the series at a later date still have a chance to donate. All in all, I'm just completely blown away by everything Rimworld has allowed me to accomplish. I don't think I'd be exaggerating when I say that this game has changed my life, a notion that I also shared with Tyne and Sylvester a while ago, and it only feels right to use this privilege for something good. Of course, on a more practical note perhaps, this raises the question, will Rimworld return anytime soon? Well, I'll put it this way, once the next expansion drops, I'll make sure to be there with a fresh new series. At the moment, and I sincerely hope you understand, I have no plans to immediately launch myself into the next adventure. Don't get me wrong, I still enjoy the game and very much so, but if you're playing it quote-unquote professionally, it is a lot different, and I think I just need to take a break to play something else. And there is a lot that I still want to play and cover on the channel. Our Tactical Breach Wizard series, for example, still has one episode missing on the road to full completion. After making a starter guide for Kingdom Come Deliverance, I obviously also would love to do the same for KCD2, and I think I will, probably when Hardcore mode is officially released, since the first guide was tailored around that too. Then there's Baldur's Gate 3, which, and I think you're going to like this, I think I'll keep playing for a bit now that we have no active series going on. Still, no promises that it will be a full completionist series, the scope of that is just absolutely ridiculous, but maybe we'll complete Act 1 and see how to continue from there. I don't know yet, but the last video definitely brought back that itch to play again. Of course, playing only a single game is not all that much, no matter how in demand it might be, so I'm happy to announce that a brand new series is arriving on Pete Complete very soon. With this one, we're going back to the roots of the channel, fitting considering its anniversary today, but well, you best see for yourselves. That's right, The Sims 3 returns with the World Adventures expansion. In case you didn't know, The Sims 3 was one of the very first games I played on this channel. That series ran for a little over 1.5 years, in which I tried to fully complete the base game, all careers, all lifetime wishes, all collections, and much, much more. And now I'm planning to do the same with World Adventures. Since it is The Sims, you can expect a story-focused, character-driven playthrough, much like you're familiar with from the Rimworld series, but in typical completionist fashion, it will also be a fairly strategic approach to a game that is usually not played that way. Safe to say, you'll be in for something unique. And you can be a part of it in more ways than just watching. My plan is to rename all Sims in all locations we can visit with people from the naming rights tier on Patreon or from YouTube memberships. So anyone we encounter, starting with the protagonist of the series themselves, will be named after one of you. And don't worry, should a sim receive your name but never actually appear in the series, I'll put your name back into the pool. I did the same during the XCOM series, because I want these naming rights to actually mean something. And because I'm feeling extra generous on today's channel anniversary, and perhaps to entice you a little bit, all Patreon membership tiers will be 20% off until this Sunday, March 9th. This applies to both monthly and annual subscriptions, so if you want to get your name into the series, head on over to patreon.com/PeteComplete and use the code COMPLETE to secure your discount. Of course, you can also simply become a channel member here on YouTube. And speaking of both patrons and channel members, I'd like to wrap things up for today with the usual shout out to all of you who joined as supporters since the last update video. And, well, this could be a rather lengthy one, as for the first time it includes channel members, and there's quite a few of you. So, as always, in no particular order, I want to say thank you to Proud Spark, Mr. Eccles, Kilua Light, Hasky, Casino R, Tidram, Eric the Runehawks, Nanobuster, Ash Wolf the Supernova Gamer, Pascal Kreyer, Salonic, Salvador Rigotti, Van Dyke, Martin S., Captain Sevatar, Division by Zero, 100 Eyes, Stefan Baumgartner, JJ Shank, the Earl of Bronze, Abdal Masan, Matthias Voss, Marius Van Ziel, Golden Warhawk, Nick the Pro, Sokov, Ally, Sontine Christine, Horashi, Neil Gleason, Wabba Jackal, Crocodile, 180 Treehouse Gang, Shane Swart, Stephen Taylor, Ronald Peterson, Nora, Christopher Smith, Wojciech Sedunek, Andrew McKay, Connor, Honey Bobo, Icona, Adsprocken, Artwell, Cascaron, Nagnut, Cuball, Uvarius, Lucas Quickle, Ocarina, Tom Casper, Quantum Duck, Wicked Place, Andreas S., Shub Jumblick, Cold Zero, Caleb Lowry, LG Beers, David Michael Johnson Vasquez Jr., Major Evers, Michael Eminidis, Caro SSSSS, Soli7, Theodore Chekhov, Yant, Tim Gruthius, Julian Centrone, Mailtag, Caleb1117, Magwin, Happy Squid, Patrick Hector, Earlzor, Tobias, Bruno R, Kurzbane, Terror Kittens, Freddy4528, Benabik the Troll, Tsuyoshi, S. Cell, L203 Rose, Michael K, Rinner, Marcus Gilmore, Askcat, Nates in La La Land, Foodone, Darklight, Michael Schulman, Pyrrhic Comedy, Peter, Len, Jimbles, Glass Novus, Ivan Setyavan, Cosmic Frogfish, Zoltan Gal, Mathis, Laios Parochai, Auri Garvel, Itamar Grai, Niggy Piggy, Magistrix, Uni1485, Saber Swordsong, Mr. Noob 1011, Birds, T-Ant, Doman Tom, Alec Void, Travis Fallon, R. Molnar, Woon, Bartosz Shipinski, Splibble, Mr. K, Dancer Dugal, Rahul Shah, Daudur, Floofy, DH, Corsaro1, Jermaine van Dagenon, Sam, Error131, Tapar Kraken, RR Builder, Terodness, E. Ossos, Jawawen, Lopez Bruno, Gilmer Francisco Quetzal May, Thomas Mather, Steve Stenquist, Big L, Murad Chankiral, Cindy Sapawa, Blaze, Matthias, Apocalypse 894, Addis Gunner, Dennis Haney, David Woodward, Daniel Reinhardt, Fifo Trello, Commander Ghostwing, Adam Sienna, Mark Hawthorne, Ireland, On Siadina, Nemo, Luke Smith, Tony Zuko, Sky for Life, Nagaina, Tobias Wagner, Arbuzek, Akitora, Nendwick, Braddock90, Gnome, Favida, Silver Knight, Scribe of Ascalon, William Picking, Carl Allen, Kala Allenbrat, Doxin, Ken Vuik, Metaan Doiran, Bluber XP, Tom Sawyer 1989, Seleucus 1, Jacob Hacker, Rocket Mushroom, Heinek Hainer, Matt Brun, Lewis Place, Clifford Hamilton, Ray, Andrei Danilov, Tiny Sniper 2277, Comrade Legend 13, Throne Conqueror, William Manier, Stuart Rodden, Kayo Mizarani, Captain Fishball, Black Shadow 2348, Cosmin Vasil, Nick Kyle, Play XDZ Jawa, and James Smith. Well, that was a lot, but we're not done yet. I also want to thank the new Patreon supporters, starting with Chozacek, Matthew Emmons, Richard Crepeau, Not Applicable, Denim, Lee Roth, Segabat, Sean Lindsay, Joel, ND Jack Sparrow, Rune, I'm the Fish, Wuzelfuzz, Demonitha, Rene D, Lars, Ray Kuhn, Christoph Provost, Stephen Murphy, Concerned Corvid, Jacob Voss, Grunther, Thornock, Beatre Oevregard, Mark Jason, Matthew, Corentin Laurent, Vash, Isaac, Manior, Delightful Dane, Skywalker 2019, Deedle, Iratus, Killian Ordman, Brian Cordonier, Jack Green, Wordsmith, Storyteller, George Boff, Christian Neubauer, Elias Crane, Peter Sorensen, Lutzu, Whatchacallit, Sporius, Benjamin Gonzalez, C. Lee Sober, Jason Powers, Meat River, Will Cheat, Daniel Takach, Paul Ryberg, Bash, Thomas Clerkin, Zachary Claspy, Wyrenfeld Jr., Seth Bingham, Unwise Elder, Blasphemous, Slay Crit, Federico Spadone, Carlos Ruiz, Euphoric Bobolink, Tony Malorano, Jay Blue, Tom Watton, Mastran, Artilius, Cracker, Japs, Flash 87, Phoenix Mark II, Darth D, James Crossland, Lowelin, Lichtblitz, Kuishi Karma, Birkin, Vivan, Huitan, Tim Stoop, Abby Ryan, Marcus Delaney, Alexander Zamet, Angarat, Bergameet, David Wellen, Non-Crippling Depression, Kairithis, Dave DiGiovanni, Trollmore, Johannes, Lucas Schultz, Nimi, Kiko722, Rashek, Kavan, Roman Yakimchuk, Devin D, Linky, Lucidbound, Leander van Geesegem, Nobo Diandal, Pakalos Pizza, Mutz887, Sylviana, Stephen Weindel, Pink Chameleon, T82, Argotone, The Forever DM, Stealth Claw, CJ, Fabian Kuderas, Abaru, Stone Freeman Rich Calloway, Blubber, Kuzi, Curly, all the waifu references, David Montaigne, Joshua Harlow, Chris Lowe, KP, Phineas, Kuhao Yit, Thor the Thunder God, Lemon Sprinkles, Deton, Regget 13, Stray Louis 95, Implied Bacon, Spooky Ravioli, Joel Howes, Legend City Desperado, Murialis, All Year Shorts, Murt, Thales Junior Rocha, Rule, Frankie Chan, Mika L, Sid, Paraline, Grand Drake, Sunshine, Tatiana Moraes, Youngboy 12, Conical, Chrissy, Saber 2210, Cat Am, Kuntal Debnath, Easy Rena, Invoicing Karma, Alligator, Banana Moose, and finally Mitchell Wielden. I think that was somewhere around 350 names, and I sincerely hope I pronounced all of them correctly. Above all though, thank you all so much for your support. And with that, let's make the cut. I hope you're excited for new things to come. If The Sims 3 is not your cup of tea, then maybe give me a chance to change your mind, or have just a little patience. There are a few more ideas floating around that will surely appear on the channel in the not-so-distant future. But as always, quality over quantity, that's how Pete Complete goes. and I hope you stick around, and I'll see all of you again for anniversary number 10. For today, this is it. If you enjoyed this brief look behind the scenes, then leave a thumbs up, and if you like what I'm doing and want to support me and my channel further, you can subscribe to stay up to date on all the things that are coming up, grab some new merch over on shop.petecomplete.com, or become a channel member or Patreon supporter. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.